Hey guys, JHub here, and got some news for you. Probably a lot of other people will be covering it as well. Verdansk, for Season 3's release, has officially been pushed back now to April 3rd. So it was supposed to come out, I believe, March 20th. Well, they need more time to continue working on it, I would guess. My initial joke on Twitter is they actually don't need more time for the map. They need more time to remaster the microtransactions that you remember people had in Warzone 1 that got kind of deleted for all the people who didn't play the main games. They're remastering those to bring them back so you can buy them again. That's my joke. But the reality is it's most likely not ready for release. Now, there's been a lot of rumors going around that Verdansk was actually supposed to release at the beginning of Season 1. So we are already a handful of months late on actually getting this map. And now you may have seen all over the internet and different YouTubers' videos, hey, this gun's coming back. The Growl, the MP5, the MP7, the HDR, all of this stuff is coming out. The Rose skin is coming back. None of this has been confirmed, and then we have people just speculating in general of what's going to happen. Some thinking it's going to have the Warzone 1 mechanics. The reality is it's most likely going to be Verdansk in the current Warzone engine. Now, may they update things in Season 3? It's a possibility. We might see some changes, but you're going to have Omni movement in Verdansk. You're going to have the gameplay mechanics you already have in Warzone, unless something massive changes. But if they've already had to do a lot of delays, most likely expect a lot of bugs when this thing drops. They're trying to have their Fortnite OG moment, and I don't think they're able to pull this thing off. Now, for those of you who didn't know, when Black Ops 6 dropped, we were supposed to get a new map designed by Treyarch called Avalon. There's a lot of multiplayer maps that are part of that. It's well designed. It kind of reminisces of Blackout a little bit. That's what we were supposed to get. Well, that got pushed back to maybe in the fall as being the release map. Now, the current rumor is we're not even going to get it in Warzone, and that Avalon might just be like the Outbreak Zombies map now instead, so it doesn't go to waste, which is very, very concerning considering they have shafted Treyarch's big map now twice. For those who didn't know, in Cold War, all those Fireteam Dirty Bomb maps was actually one large map. I believe it was called the Ural Mountains, and it was supposed to be like the Blackout 2 map that we were going to be able to play Blackout 2, but when Warzone took off, they hyperfixated on that, focused on that, despite the cheaters, the bugs, and all the other issues. They pushed Warzone. Well, for those of you who've been paying attention, Warzone has been their #1 focus since it dropped in, what was it, March of 2020? And that's all they've prioritized. Like, the multiplayers have been slacking, a lot of the zombies has been slacking. It hasn't really been the best Call of Duty experience. Now, there's some more rumors going around that if this fails, if they can't have their Fortnite OG moment with Verdansk coming back, the idea of Warzone 3 is done. If the player numbers don't come up, if it don't get higher, if you don't see a mass influx back, the average player numbers you see like on Steam and whatnot, if they don't take back off, Warzone might be pretty much done. Does that mean they'll bring back Blackout? Don't know. Would be nice if it was exactly like what Blackout was, to give it another chance to see if that was going to take off. But it will also be nice if they focus on the main series game. They probably won't just completely shutter Warzone, but they'll probably take a step back and just let it run its course and peter out, if I had to guess. I mean, they could rotate maps, they could do all this other stuff, but I don't think the engine can actually handle that. I mean, look at the size you're already having if you're downloading the current game and Warzone and all this stuff. It's massive. So for them to add in all those other maps, good luck. With Modern Warfare 4 being, I guess, the main center around, so even if it flops this year with Verdansk dropping, Treyarch's doing Black Ops 7, Black Ops 2 Remastered, whatever gets confirmed, they're doing it for 2025, which Infinity Ward would get Modern Warfare 4 in 2026. So if Warzone doesn't turn around, I guess it's donezo, and maybe Infinity Ward will do something entirely new. There's also rumors going around that their entire leadership has changed up, which means that we could actually see some good change, especially if we have someone who's played COD all these years, know what they're doing, and actually like COD, instead of making games that they hate, that the players hate, that the devs hate working on, the leadership they hate working for, that kind of thing. So we'll see. They are going to finally stop doing backwards support for PS4 and Xbox One with 2026, but that means this year's COD's going to be backwards as well. And supposedly they're going to overhaul the engine again. Keep in mind, it is the exact same engine since the first Call of Duty from the 90s Quake engine. We have never had a from-scratch new engine. It is always heavily modified. Therefore, same engine, new updates. They can throw around the advertisements all they want to for new engine. That's just not the case. But I guess the only thing I can think of when it comes to this, do I want Warzone to succeed or do I want it to die? My response is,
I say let it die. Let it die, let it die. Let it shrivel up and come on, who's with me, huh?
yeah, that actually pretty sums it up well. I want it to burn. I want Warzone to finally be put on the back burner so we can see good COD again. Maybe focus more dev time, more resources into the multiplayer, into zombies. Or it could completely flop. I would love for them to, out of nowhere, make Black Ops 4 free-to-play with console cross-play, just to see if a lot of people would jump back on Blackout. Maybe. I would be curious if that would happen. The only problem is it's made for an older console, so I don't know how it would play now. But it would be interesting. PlayStation 5 has backwards compatibility, so you would be able to play it. But it would be curious to see if people would jump from Warzone to Blackout, since Blackout is actually the only Call of Duty Battle Royale that has actually ever existed. Warzone is multiplayer with extra steps. You drop in, you get cash, you get your predetermined created custom class, and then you go play multiplayer where you can come back via buyback, via random spawns, all of these different methods to come back into the game. It's just multiplayer with extra steps. So Blackout has truly been the only BR, but then again, BRs might be on the decline, might be on the way out, because there's another rumor that Infinity Ward's bringing back DMZ and going harder with that because extraction shooters are still kind of the rage. Tarkov, we had DMZ's half-assed attempt, and Delta Force has their own extraction, so we might see that coming back. But yeah, that's what's going on. Season 3 delayed, Verdansk delayed, and it's gonna be interesting. Another month for no content for the players and content creators. So I'm assuming we're gonna see that average player number on Steam drop even more. So let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.